video. At least it's in the daytime, y'all. So I'm on my way to work, so I'm gonna try to keep it short because I'll be there in about 15 minutes. In any event, this video today is one that, really hit home for me in the aspect of I've been feeling kind of stuck here lately, like in this space, in this cloud, you know what I mean? Like, it's almost as if I have been abstracted from life, like someone took, extracted me from, life and said, okay, sit here until you figure it out, whatever it is you need to figure out, right? So that's the way I've been feeling the past couple months. Honestly, I think I needed to declutter some things in my life, amongst a couple other things. But what I will say, the biggest thing that I've noticed with me feeling like I've been feeling is that I haven't been moving to the fullest of my potential. And I think a couple videos back, I posted or stated that, I feel like a woman that needs to give birth, and it's the baby's been in the stomach too long, and you just can't carry the baby any longer. You gotta deliver. So, and I feel like life, that just means that I'm on the verge of delivering myself to a better state or a better place in life. In any event, in my thought processes and my epiphanies today, I realized that I'm feeling that way because I'm not fully active in my life. I'm not doing all the things that I know that will take me to the next level. Like, for instance, I'm not where I want to be physically wise. I desire to be more fit, way more fit than what I am, and I know it's very possible. And it's a mental blockage that's not allowing me to do the things that I need to do to become more fit. So when I think about that, it's a simple process. I have an elliptical in my living room and a huge mat to do, floor exercises or whatever exercise. And I still am not utilizing it. I look at these things every day. Another key component to that I have been working in is diet. That diet is required to achieve the type of physically fit goals that I desire to achieve. So, I think about that, and it's like, the reason I feel bad is to encourage me to work on it. You know what I mean? Like, it's like that emotion of feeling like, oh, I'm not where I want to be, is also an indicator, kind of like a check engine light to say, hey, you need a tune-up. You need to, engage in the physical activity and become physically active to have the life that you want and to feel like you want. And don't get me wrong, it's not like I don't do anything. I'm just not consistently doing something. So, my remedy solution for that is to find something that I can consistently do that will help me keep my body fit. Whether it's swimming, dancing, literally hardcore training, or, whatever it is, I need to figure it out. I need to figure it out quickly so I can release that block that I'm having from that situation. So, another way that I feel blocked is in my business. I feel like I need to sit down and do a refacing of my business. I feel blocked in about 4 different areas, and those feelings, I was trying so hard to get away from those feelings that I wasn't solving the issue. I was just getting away from the feelings, and getting away from the feelings works temporarily. You feel better temporarily, but to truly get away from those feelings, it regimen. It's not, anything that has to take a long time, but it needs a quick checkup to put things in priority that need to go in priority for me to feel better right now. And like I said, I was going through all these motions and all these movements to figure out, okay, well, let me do some self-love and some self-care today. Let me do this, let me do that. And don't get me wrong, all of those are good things, but I should have a healthy regimen of that, and it wouldn't feel like I'm missing something in that, or that could be a possible remedy, if that makes sense. So, like I said, as I think about these things, I also think about bad habits. The thing that keeps me from being where I need to be physically are bad habits. For instance, my diet is pretty healthy. However, I have a sweet tooth, bad habit. And that gets the better of me a lot of times, and pulls me in the opposite direction of where I want to be physically wise. So, and I'm aware of that. So, I'm paying attention to all the little things that I need to work on to be less conflicted with myself. You know what I mean? I think we're always going to have like a conflict or two that strives us to continue to be our better selves. However, it shouldn't be where I'm at a standstill. It shouldn't be where I feel stuck. It shouldn't be where I'm not doing actively the things that I need to do to not feel stuck. It should be the indicator light comes on, I assess the situation, and I do whatever needs to be done. Like, if your check engine light comes on and you're actually just a quart low of oil, you put the oil in and you keep it moving. Same here. Another thing that I realized is that how important sleep is. Sleep is that opportunity to get to reset yourself. And if you're not sleeping properly, you don't get to reset yourself properly. So you're still dragging in baggage from the previous day, and the previous day, and the previous day. And, it's like it's so much because I'm not completely resetting. You know what I mean? The body has to rest and repair itself, and that's why sleep is necessary. And to also break the momentum of whatever thoughts you got going on within yourself. You know what I mean? Like, if you kept thinking the same thing, or worrying about the same thing for 48, 72 hours, you would be exhausted at the end of that. And it's not necessarily from the lack of sleep. It's more so from not being able to break that process in which you've been going through thoroughly to start a new process. I don't know if this makes sense or not, but basically sleep is essential to restart the mind. Kind of like, you restart a computer. It refreshes itself. Well, that's what sleep does for our brain, our computer. It refreshes it and puts us in a place where we can better deal from new, fresh eyes and a new, fresh mind versus going through the obvious. Hi, Tessa. So, in any event, I realized that I'm not getting enough sleep. And there's so many different things that I could do to help remedy the things that I'm going through, and it's just a matter of implementing them at this point, because I realize how big the process of just implementing a new structure is right now. It's like, if you see an apartment complex and it's like, it's just horrible to stay over there in the apartment complex, but then a new entity comes in and buys that apartment complex, completely rehabs it, and sets different standards for the tenants. That apartment complex now becomes a lot less messy, or a lot less of a bad place to live, right? So you have to restructure your life when you feel much the same way, when you feel like, okay, this is not where I want to be living. Let me restructure myself. You know what I mean? Let me recreate the life that I want. And that's what I'm going through right now. That's where I am. That's where I am pushing myself to reset myself, to give myself the life that I want.
Take the next left onto West Street, then turn left onto Green Street.
My apologies, y'all. I needed the GPS. So,
in 600 feet, turn left onto Acosta Street.
In any event, I kind of lost my place. In any event, I think a lot of people go through this type of a conflict and they don't know why they feel down or they feel the way that they feel, and it's just merely yourself letting you know that you're not in a good place and you're not anywhere where you need to be. So me at this point, I am just taking the time out of my life in the busy space while we're in the middle of this pandemic or whatever it is, to remedy those things, to fix those things, to work on those things and find a structure that works for me versus the one that myself is literally rejecting. You know what I mean? It's like the conflict is so deep that it's like my inner self is rejecting. It's like, yo, we can't be stopped at this place in which we're stopped at right now. What are we doing? It's like taking a road trip with this person who stops every 30 minutes or so. You're like, hey, what do we stop now for? so that's the way I feel about my situation. Is what am I stopped now for? And the indicator is just for me to literally realize that I'm stopped and take the necessary steps to get going again. It has been a long process to figuring that out. You know what I mean? Like, in addition to that, I think that maybe I have a couple of blockages still that need to be healed. I've done a lot of healing in my life from the trauma, the mental trauma that I incurred in my younger life. And I feel like I always feel like after I've made some progression that I'm in a good place, and generally I am, until it's time to go to a greater place. You know what I mean? So that's where I am right now. It's like, yeah, I'm in a good place, but I could also be in a better place. I could definitely be in a better place, a place that doesn't have me feeling like I'm out of place. And that's my indicator. When I feel like I'm out of place in my own life, it's like, okay, what do I do about this? You know what I mean? What do I do about the fact that I feel out of place in my own home or in my own self? So that's why I'm on this journey to begin with, to get myself to a place where I feel at home with me and not alien or estranged. And like I said, I'm going to dig a little bit deeper, find out what other blockages that I'm holding on to that could be keeping me from where I need to be. So I have arrived where I need to be, you guys. I need to figure out which house I'm doing. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, right? In any event, thank you guys for tuning in. I look forward to chit-chatting with y'all again. Peace. Stay safe.